want to discover the flame that hides within you? Do you want to take a journey to discover your authentic self? I am Maria Felachidou, systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner. Together, we will explore ways to discover your inner flame. If you ever felt that you're not enough, if whatever you do, something inside you says it's not enough, this mini-series is for you. Because this emotion didn't start from you, and you don't have to continue letting it define your life. In this cycle of episodes, we'll see how this pattern is born, how it is rooted inside you, and the ways you can begin to liberate yourself from it. This is the Inner Flame Podcast, and it is your journey back to who you really are. Somewhere inside you, there is a voice that says, "I'm not enough." And maybe until now, you believed that voice was you. Today, we open a different space, not to fix it, not to fight it, but to ask something deeper. Who does this voice actually belongs to? Let's begin with something simple. A question. If this thought was not yours, what would change? Not intellectually, but in your body, in your breath, in your shoulders, in the way you're sitting down right now. Because the truth is, many of our deepest beliefs were never created by us. They were inherited. And what do I mean by that? Let me explain. There is something called systemic entanglement. Let me explain it. Systemic entanglement happens when you live, feel, or carry something that didn't start with you, that doesn't belong to you, but it comes from the system, the family system you belong to. I say the family system because this is the most predominant system in our lives. We belong to many systems apart from our family. It's our country system, our religious belief system, or the system of our being a fan in a sport. This is also a system we belong to as fans. The business system, and many more. But the most important is, of course, our family system, which includes our parents, our grandparents, and all the ancestors. It also includes the stories of these ancestors, and especially the stories that were never spoken, the stories that were kept a secret. Inside this family system, there are a few unspoken laws. There are a few orders, as they are called, the orders of love. And I promise that I'll make a special episode regarding this the systemic theory of the orders of love. But here in this episode, we'll talk about one specific law, unspoken law among family members, which says that love is connected to loyalty. Loyalty is very important. In order for you to belong to your family system, you have to be loyal to it. And this loyalty often means that you will stay close to your family, even if that limits yourself. You stay loyal to the family you belong to, even if that means sacrificing who you truly are, your own authenticity. Systemic entanglement is not an actual choice. It is a way to belong. It is a choice of your soul. It's not something you do, you choose to do with your rational mind. And this begins from our childhood. A child cannot survive without a family, without connection. So it does something deeply intelligent. It adapts to the reality it finds. It adapts to the environment that is around it, to the people around it. For example, if a parent feels like a failure, then the child may adopt an I am not worthy mentality to match his parent. If a mother, another example, if a mother didn't live her life to the fullest, then the child may not allow themselves to expand, because that would mean that they can do something better, and that is not loyal. Another example is that if there is pain, loss, or injustice within the family system, then someone in the system, a descendant, chooses to carry this pain, this loss, this injustice out of loyalty, out of love towards his or her ancestors. And somewhere there, a deep belief is formed. A belief that says, I cannot be better than you. I'm not allowed to do something better than the way you did it in life, because I have to be loyal to you. I have to be under you to be accepted. And to make it even more specific, there are types of systemic entanglement. The three main forms are: the first one is identification. It's when you become like someone else. I feel what you felt. I live what you lived. I am who you were. You identify yourself as your ancestor, that specific person in your family line. Another type of systemic entanglement is replacement. It's when you take the place of someone who is missing from the system. For example, a child becomes the partner of the mother or the father. This is the mother's son or the father's daughter happen. Or you are the strong one for everyone. You become the family's strength. You become the family's resilience. You become the family's advocate. Something that is missing, and you come to fill this space. And another type of systemic entanglement, another main type, is the invisible loyalty. And this is the most subtle and the most powerful, probably the most powerful type of systemic entanglement. What you say when you are in this invisible loyalty is that if I succeed, then I betray you. If I succeed, I betray your love. I betray your acceptance. I betray my belonging to the family. And here, saying I'm not enough is not a weakness, but it is loyalty. Because as I said in the beginning, love equals loyalty in a family system. And therefore, we cannot betray this loyalty by becoming someone else, meaning becoming someone better or succeeding someplace that your ancestors have failed, didn't make it for whatever reason. But because I like examples, let's see it clearly. If inside the family system there was a failure, there was deprivation, there was rejection or injustice, then being enough can feel dangerous because it means that you move forward, you stand out, you leave something behind, you leave your family behind, and you go forward. And this is not acceptable by the soul. It awakens the fear of being alone. And if you're alone, then you may not survive. You have to be in the group, in the system. You have to belong. For belonging, you have to be similar. People who are not similar within a group, they're cast out. Usually, they're cast out by the group. They're excluded. So, our soul subconsciously, we try to be similar to our family system, to do things more or less like everyone else, so that we are accepted, we belong, we're similar, so that we can survive. And that is why you keep yourself small. Not because you can't grow, not because you cannot do things better, but because you belong. You want, you need, deep inside you, to your core, to your soul, you need to belong. For example, a person who constantly sabotages their success. Consciously, they want to grow. They do whatever they can to grow. They learn new skills, they apply to new, better jobs, but unconsciously, maybe it was their father who lost everything. And so what this person says is that, Father, if I succeed, then I will be above you. I'll be better than you. And what happens? Without being conscious about it, they sabotage their success. They take the wrong turn. They flop at the last minute. They make the wrong choice. Just one step before they succeed what they wanted. Another example, there is maybe a woman who always feels not enough in relationships. And it could be her mother that experienced deep rejection in her own relationship with a father or with other men. So this woman, this daughter, says to her mother, through her life, through her choices in relationships, if I feel enough, then I will leave you alone in that pain. And I want to be with you, mother. I will not leave you alone like other men did. And another example, I like them because they make things real. Maybe there's a child who became mature a little bit too early. They learned that their value is being strong for others. So, what under this, what is the message inside them is that they're not enough by being themselves. They have to be strong. They have to be mature for others to accept them, for others to say bravo to them. And this pattern, this systemic entanglement, starts early, very early. It could have been a look of disappointment or a constant comparison to other children, or maybe even a silence, no response when a response was needed, when a hug, well done, was needed and never came. Or it could be something even more subtle. The feeling that you had to be something different in order to be loved. You had to be someone different in order to be loved. Deep breath. Now it's time for my favorite part of the episode, of each episode, our small guided visualization. If you can, if you want, close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. With every exhale, connect with yourself, with your body. Feel where you are sitting down, your feet firmly on the ground, your hands resting, and your back supported. And bring inside you the phrase, I am not enough. And instead of believing it this time, just ask gently, who does this phrase belong to? And let whatever it is to emerge without forcing an answer. Just feel. Just let the eyes of your mind to see what there is to see. It could be an image, a person, or it could be a sensation, a feeling inside you, in your heart. Just observe what emerges. And then say to yourself, say inside you, say to what has emerged, I see you. This belongs to you. And just observe what changes when you say that. When you're ready, take a couple of deep breaths, and on your third exhale, open your eyes in connection to yourself, to here and now, and having a feeling that you don't need to solve anything. You just observed what happened, what lies within. Now let's take a look of how Colour Psychodynamics can help us in such a situation. Apart from systemic constellation, systemic theory, which is very relevant to deal with such an issue. Colour Psychodynamics, on the other hand, doesn't try to fix, to heal this pattern. On the other hand, what it does is that it shows you who you are beyond this pattern, beyond this motive of I am not enough. When you see your personal color blueprint, your personal color profile, you recognize your qualities, your authentic energy, your true direction in life, who you are born to be. And then what happens is that you can distinguish who you are and who you carry. You realize that these are two different, separate things. Two very different, very separate situations and people. And this distinction is the beginning of freedom. The freedom to be who you are, to discover your inner flame, as I like to call it, as I like to describe it. On the other hand, systemic approach, being more relevant to systemic entanglements, it doesn't say just let it go, just forget about it, hide it under the mattress or under the rug. It says look at it with respect. Look at it with kindness. Because what you carry once in the past was love. It was out of love that you carried it, that your soul chose to carry that phrase, that burden, that pain. And from this place, you don't cut the bone. You cannot cut the bond, your bonds, your family ties. You cannot cut them. You heal them. You heal your family. Because healing ourselves has a ripple effect backwards towards our ancestors. Healing ourselves, we also heal our ancestors. And you can say, I honor what was, and now allow me to choose my life, my path, my road, my way. And what may change after listening to this episode is the voice may not disappear. I'm being honest here. But it won't be the same. Because now there is a space created between you and that voice, that pattern. And inside that space, something new is born. A choice, an awareness, a breath, a small change. This is what I like to do with this podcast. Creating a small space, a crack in the armor, a crack on the brick wall, a small opening, so that the inner flame can find a way through it, can find a way to shine through it. Maybe you're not who you believed. Maybe you are simply carrying something for a long time. And today, you don't need to let it go, just to see that it exists. In our next journey, we will open something even deeper. What if you were already enough. Not as an idea, but as an experience of being enough. If something inside you shifted today, even slightly, please stay with it. Don't explain it, don't analyze it. And if you feel cold, share this episode with someone who might be carrying something that was never theirs. Because sometimes the greatest release is simply to see the truth. This was an episode of the Inner Flame podcast. And what you're searching for might already be within you. Always remember, it is time to discover your inner flame. Meet you in the next episode. Until then, bye-bye. You've been listening to the Inner Flame podcast with systemic consultant and Colour Psychodynamics practitioner Maria Felachidou. Search for this podcast on Spotify and follow Inner Flame on Instagram and Facebook.